I am Father Rauno Pietarinen from the Orthodox Church in Finland. I would like to greet all of you, first of all in the Diocese of Murmansk and in all northern areas of Russia, of the Orthodox Church of Russia, but also all those participants of the 14th conference on the theme of Saint Feodorit of Kolsky. I also bring you the greetings of SKKB, which is the Christian Churches Council in Barents region, which means Norway, Sweden, Finland and Russia. And this ecumenical platform is very important for cooperation in the north, which is also has managed to be outside of the political presses which come and go, and which has brought Christian churches, Orthodox and Lutherans from the Nordic countries and Russia together for many, many years. This theme of yours concerning the pioneers in the north is very close to us also in Finland. These most northern parts of the Orthodox Church in Finland, here in Lapland, Inari, Ivalo, Sevettijärvi area, we have many Skolt-Sami people who have been 5 centuries members of the Orthodox Church because of the missionary work of Saint Trifon of Petchenka and also Saint Feodorit. We are very happy in Finland because we have not only Saint Trifon, but we have another missionary saint which somehow spiritually is close to us, which is Saint German of Alaska. He was a monk of Valam monastery who with other monks went to Alaska, which was part of the Russian Empire at the time, went to Alaska in the late 18th century and early 19th century. And Saint Herman, who lived longer than the other missionary monks, he was a simple monk like Saint Trifon, not a priest. He was commemorated by the local people as a saint until his canonization in 1971, which was attended by our, that time, Archbishop Paul of Karelia and all Finland. This canonization was very important because it reflected the will and the wish of the local people to include in the list of the saints one of their own. Although Saint Herman came from Valam, he was of Russian origin, but the local native people in Alaska kept him as their own, because Saint Herman defended the local people against the Russian and Siberian hunters and fishing companies, and somehow sided with the local people rather than his co-patriots who were in the power in the area. I have been a priest here in the north 10 years now, and I wonder, I many times was thinking why Saint Trifon and Saint Feodorit are commemorated so much, but particularly Saint Trifon by the ordinary people here. People who know not much about the church, but they have the icon of Saint Trifon in their house. And the little Sami children, they learn stories about Saint Trifon already at school in their own Sami language. And I believe that what happened actually is that when Saint Trifon established the monastery, or the monastery was born around him, that monastery, Petchenka, followed the tradition of non-possessors of Nil Sorsky, those monastic communities which believed that they must live in poverty. Whereas after the destruction of Petchenka monastery, and when it was moved to Kola town, I believe that the newly established a new second generation monastery of Petchenka in the new place, it rather followed the possessors monastic type, which St. Joseph of Volokolamsk was representing. As we know, the Russian Church decided resolve this dilemma in a way by canonizing not only Saint Neil Sorsky but also Joseph of Volokolamsk. So the church, official church, accepted monastic tradition in poverty, but also monasteries which owned large areas of land. Now, the difference for the local Sami people was that Saint Trifon defended them in the same manner as Saint Herman German of Alaska defended the local people. But after the destruction of the monastery and after the death of Saint Trifon, the new Petchenka monastery in the new place rather ill-treated many of the Sami people, because we have the Gramota, the very original list, or rather a collection of the imperial decrees given, included Ivan the Terrible, Ivan IV, giving the rights and deciding in favor of the Sami people when the monastery tried to take the rights of fishing. Especially salmon was the key word. So this is just a brief thought about what may have been behind this kind of quick change in the thinking of Petchenka monastery from the times of Saint Trifon, defending the local, and then the new monastery, which was actually causing trouble to the local people, which we see reflected in these letters to the Tsar in Moscow. So I wish you a very good conference, blessing of God, and we hope that soon we will be able to be together in person, not only through technical things. So greetings from Finland, greetings from the Council of the Christian Churches in Barents region. Be well. God bless you.